Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Janice. Today I'm sharing some really simple, easy Halloween DIYs. I hope you guys enjoy the video. So let's start with the first project. So I'm going to be using this Dollar Tree chalkboard sign. I just pulled it off the wood that was around it, and I'm going to use some googly eyes, and I use my Cricut. I'm going to paint the other side of it because the other side was shiny. So I'm just going to go ahead and give it one coat of black chalkboard paint. Now, because it doesn't have any type of border, I'm going to use this Dollar Tree ribbon. I'm just going to create a little border from the top and the bottom. So I'm going to place a little piece at the bottom, glue it down, and place another piece at the top and glue that down as well. This one comes out so cute and it's so simple to make. Now you can find these at Dollar Tree. They always carry them. They have like either wood around it or the wood at the bottom. So now I'm just going to finish placing the last ribbon at the top. Now I'm going to be placing down some vinyl words that I created on my Cricut. Let's start off with the word that says it's. Now, if you don't have a Cricut, I understand you can always use a marker or you can just trace it out or use some letters from Dollar Tree. Now I'm going to place down the googly eyes in the middle. Now I'm just figuring out where I need to place the letters and the googly eyes. So this way they're centered. Now I'm going to place the eyes in the middle. I'm going to place down the SP first and then glue down the googly eyes in the middle. It's going to say it's spooky season. Now I got these googly eyes from Dollar Tree. They carry all different sizes. Now I'm going to place down the last word that says season. Now I got these plastic spider webs. These are cupcake, I believe holders or something from Dollar Tree. I just cut them out. Now, because they're black, they're not going to show on the black background. I'm going to use my marker and just kind of make it look white. Now I'm going to glue them to the sign. And that is it for this project. Super cute. For this one, we're going to use a wood round from Dollar Tree. These little spooky cutouts from Dollar Tree. So I'm going to use some tape because I'm going to make the background look like a candy corn. So I'm going to start painting the top white, middle's going to be like a peach color, and then the bottom's going to be orange. I'm going to remove the tape and place down tape again and paint the middle part peach. Now you can find these wood rounds at Dollar Tree. They usually come like in a 3-pack, a larger one, a medium size, and a small one. So this color in the middle is like a peachy coral color. Now I'm going to paint the bottom part orange. Now I'm going to remove the tape, and this is how it turned out. Now I'm going to take that spooky sign and paint the ghost white. The spooky word's going to be black. Now I'm going to hot glue that spooky sign right on top of that wood round. And then you can decorate the top any way you like. I decided to use a Dollar Tree ribbon, and all I did was create like a little tiny messy bow. And I'm just going to place that right at the top of the wood round. You can place anything you want at the top. I decided just to make a simple little tiny messy bow, but you can leave it as is because it is cute. So I'm just going to create a little X, take a jute twine and wrap it in the middle. Now I'm going to place it at the top of the wood round, and that is it for this project. And look how cute it is. For this project, I'm going to take a Dollar Tree wood round and some bats from Dollar Tree. And this witch I pulled off on one of Dollar Tree's items a few years ago, actually. And I just painted it and used it before. This house, the haunted house as well. Now I'm going to paint that wood round and mix gray and white because I want it really, really a light gray. Now I want to create a moon, and I'm going to take a little bit of yellow and white and just make a very, very light, small moon in the corner. And then once I apply the paint, I'm going to take a dry paintbrush and blend the colors together. Take that haunted house and glue it down to the wood round. And then I'm going to take the witch and do the same thing. This one comes out really cute too. I love everything that I made today, very cutesy stuff, but my next video is definitely going to be creepy and spooky. Now I'm going to place down a bat right in the corner of the haunted house. I'm just going to place down one. I don't want to overcrowd the sign because it is quite small. Now I also use my Cricut. I'm going to place down the word at the top. It says casting spells. Now I want to create a little spooky tree in the corner, so I'm just going to pull these off one of Dollar Tree's little floral and just glue them to the side of the haunted house. Now I'm going to take my black marker and just create some dots, a little bit here and there around the sign, and that is it for this project, and look how cute it came out. All right, for this one, we're going to use a mop head from Dollar Tree and some wood dowels from Dollar Tree. We're going to make a cute little witch's broom. I'm going to start pulling some of the mop head strings apart instead of cutting them because I want them long because I'm not sure how long I want to make the broom. Now you can make it as full as you like. Now I'm going to cut them in half because I have the amount that I want. Now I'm going to place that dowel right inside it, and then I'm going to cut around the edges just to level it off a little bit. Then I'm going to take a piece of string and wrap it around the mop head. Okay, so now it's too long. I'm just going to go ahead and cut it down a bit because I want a smaller one, not a large one. And the dowel needs to be replaced because it's too short, so I use a longer dowel. Now to make it fuller, you're just going to take the piece apart. There's two pieces, just unwind them to make it a little fuller. So that's what I'm going to do. I did most of it off camera. I'm going to take the small little wood round that I got from Dollar Tree. I'm just going to paint that black. So because the dowel rod, I decided afterwards that I wanted it antique wax. I'm just going to use a baby wipe and spread some paint on the dowel rod. Now I found this in my stash. I'm just going to go ahead and add some antique wax to it because I'm going to use that for a little sign. Now I'm going to add a lot of glue and place it right on that wood round. So now I'm just going to give it a haircut because it is quite long. I want to make sure that it's not too long but not too short. Now I'm going to take my black marker and write out the word witch on that little piece. I'm adding a little black around the corners. Now I'm going to place that right at the top. Now I'm going to use these little felt stickers from Dollar Tree. I'm going to pull out one of the hats and I'm going to place that right above that little piece, that little sign at the top. I'm going to be using some Dollar Tree ribbon. I'm going to place a little piece around the mop piece, and then I'm going to take that ribbon again and just create a little bow and place it right over the top. Now I created a little shoelace bow. Just going to place that right in front, and that is it for this project. All right, for this one, we're going to take a flat black canvas from Dollar Tree. This is one of the popular trending ghost images that I see all the time. I don't have any plaster or anything like that, so I use baking soda or baking powder and some paint and a little bit of water, and I cut out two shapes of a ghost using some cardboard. Now, I never made this before, so I'm going to give it a try. I dipped it in that paint and baking powder, and I'm just placing it on that canvas. And I guess you're not supposed to go up and down, but I'm just doing my best. And I'm just making a few with the larger one, and then I'm going to go back and forth with the small one. Probably be better if you have that plaster stuff. It's more thicker, but I think it still came out good. I could not find a black canvas, a large black canvas anywhere. So I said, well, I'm just going to use this little flat one. It works fine. So now I'm just going to go back and forth with the small piece of cardboard and then the larger one until I finish everything all the way down to the bottom. Now I think you're supposed to press hard at the top and then lightly as you go down, because as I was doing it, I can tell that's what you're supposed to do, because if you put too much pressure, it's not going to go on right, I guess. Now all that's left is to place some little eyes on the ghost. I'm just going to use the back of a paintbrush with some black paint and place some eyes on the ghost. It wasn't not completely dry yet, but I was in a hurry. I still think it came out cute though. Oh, that's it. Adding the eyes, and that's the end of this. Like, if you could find a large canvas, I would give it a try. I mean, it's really easy, and this is how it turned out. All right, this is the last DIY. We're going to take some Model Magic. This is all I had left. I was hoping it's going to be enough because I want to make a scary looking witch hat. I'm not good at making stuff, but I wanted to try it. So I'm just going to roll it out and try to form the tip of the hat and then press the bottom for the brim of the hat. I'm just pressing the bottom and trying to create the brim and then use my hands to maneuver it. Um, I guess it depends on what kind of hat you're looking for. So now I'm just spreading out the bottom of the brim of the hat. So I'm going to go ahead and paint it black, and I have to be careful because it's still very soft. So I'm just going to give it one coat of that black paint. So I wanted to look kind of old looking, so I'm going to take some cinnamon and just sprinkle some on top, kind of blend it in with the black paint. I'm going to cut a piece of this lacy runner. This is from Dollar Tree. I'm just going to cut a little piece and wrap it around the bottom part of the witch's hat. Now I'm going to be using these black moss, that's what it's called, and I'm just going to cut a few pieces and glue it right on top of the witch's hat. I'm going to place this little metal button, and I place a little star in front and just painted it black. I'm going to place it right in front of the witch's hat. And that's pretty much it for this little hat. It's so cute. You can place it on your shelf anywhere in your house. Really adorable. Well, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Take care, everyone. I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.